Hi guys, Ancient Warrior. Welcome back to Prepping in Free America. If you like what you hear here, hit the subscribe button. If you want to be the first kid on your block to know what craziness we're talking about next, hit the bell icon with all. And leave comments, folks. I'll get to them ASAP. And if you want to share these to Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, be my guest. I don't care. Just don't. The only thing I'm going to say is, don't say, this guy's really nuts. Well, wait a minute. People already do say that. So, okay, yeah, you can say that. Let's talk about the next round of variants. I got looking today. I wanted to see exactly when the first time was they mentioned Omicron in the media being here in the United States. November 29th was first reported cases that I could find. I'm sure there were more, but that was the first one. It was late September, early October in South Africa when they announced Omicron. From the time it hit the United States, I believe it was just about a month and a half, 2 months before it hit the United States. Omicron has been running its course now from Delta. Delta was first and then Omicron. But it took about 2.5 months. I told you about every 3 months we're going to see a new variant. Well, they announced the other day a new subvariant of Omicron. It's 1.5 times more transmissible, with just about the same rates of hospitalization and infection rates. Every time the heater comes on, he starts barking. I have no idea why, because I don't hear any noises. The blue heeler's sitting there going, would you quieten him down, please? I was sleeping. Guys, they're going to keep going. They've already announced a new variant, Neo-Cov. Now, it's supposed to only be in animals. But I'll bet you, give it, let's say, April, May, early June, they're going to start telling us it jumped from animals to humans. And they're going to sound the alarms on how dangerous this is. Guys, I go to the nursing home and visit my mom about every other day. Because I'm still, for being retired, I find more things I end up having to do. Let me say this, folks, so that we understand. Everybody understands. They are going to do anything they can to stoke the fires of fear. We can't let that happen any longer. In my last video, I advocate to you to get on the phone to your congressmen, your senators, and start telling them we have got to end this stuff. We can't live in fear. We're Americans. We never have lived in fear. I've never seen a country so fearful as I'm seeing now. You know, my grandfather, told stories about the Spanish flu. He was a teenager back during the time. And you know what? He talked about people just like what we're seeing now. People who were afraid. They got afraid of their own damn shadow. Folks, we can't be afraid of our shadows. It's attached at the bottom of your feet. But guys, here's what you gotta know. We can't live in fear. Living in fear will cause you to make mistakes. You know, I tell people all the time, the three things we need to be doing most is we need to be praying, asking our higher power, God, whatever you choose to call him, we need to be praying and asking for guidance. We need to be prepping. 2020 was a wake-up call to a lot of people, and they've gone back to sleep. They are back into their slumber. They're all wearing their winter cap and curled up into their little beds with their binkies pulled up around their throats, and they're saying, "Oh, I'm so afraid." Kind of reminds me of A Christmas Carol, when Scrooge was so afraid and he pulled the covers up. And before anybody says anything, yes, I know I make a lot of reference to movies. Over the years, I've watched a bunch. I've showed a bunch. Folks, we need to take control of our government. We need to end these idiotic mandates. California is losing people in droves. I had a friend of mine call me. He works in Arkansas, and they're trying up there in Arkansas to hire drivers to go to Dallas, the Dallas-Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Galveston, Houston, and to pick up U-Haul trucks and take them back out to California. And they're paying he was telling me they're paying a premium. No, thank you. I have 3 dogs to take care of. I have a house to worry about. I have a mother over here in a nursing home. These are the things I worry about. In the future, I may wish I'd had more income, but today I don't. So, folks, pray, prep, plant a garden. Those 3 things you need to have online already. And for those of you that are back into your slumber and you're just kind of giggling and watching the crazy people on the prepping channels, you may go hungry, because I'm a firm believer in the Puritans' attitude, and that is, if you don't work, you don't eat. With that being said, it's better to have this stuff and not need it than need it and not have it. I'm the Ancient Warrior. And if you're prepping, you live in free America. Have a blessed day, folks.